Attention in the count of 5. Count of 4.
No.
3, 2, 1. Attention. Attention.
Alright, Booker, just stay calm.
5,000 feet. 10,000 feet. 15,000 feet. Hallelujah.
Hey, what is going on everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and welcome to my first impressions review of BioShock Infinite. Now, I have played this game for a few hours, and I felt like, this would be some valuable stuff to share, but I have played this game both on PS3 and 360, and I will honestly say this, if you are choosing to play it on console, over that, I'd recommend playing on PC if you do have a good PC, but if you are playing on console, I'd recommend going with the 360 version. I've noticed that, honestly, this game needs a 360 controller. It plays a lot better with a 360 controller because the first game was exclusive to PC and 360 and it was later ported over to the PS3, so that's why I'd recommend playing on the Xbox, but also the game runs smoother on the Xbox. I've noticed it has fewer loading times, well, not fewer, but like shorter loading times. And overall, it might even be me, I don't know about this 100%, but I felt like the game looked better on the Xbox. Like, it looked more colorful, more fluid, but that might be me. So if you're choosing the console version, I would say go with the Xbox version. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this review. So I hope you all liked that intro. The intro on this game was fantastic and everything in it was so cool, but you're checking out the first few minutes of the game right now. Now, I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, like all this stuff is just common knowledge that you're going to be seeing in this review, but this game looks fantastic and it really immerses you. I cannot stress that enough. I'm going to be talking about that in here, but the game just immerses you within the BioShock universe, but except if you know anything about the game, you know that the first two games were located in Rapture, which was underwater. However, Infinite, if I remember correctly, is a prequel. It takes place in 1912, and this one's actually in the sky. So I kind of liked it because it's in Colombia, it's in this floating city, and with that, you really get kind of a lighter feel for the BioShock series, which is something that is new because if you've played the other games, you know they're very dark. So I just like this whole, lighter version, and it brings a whole new level of BioShock to the table, which is what I really, really liked. You go through this whole passage right here, which is really kind of just, a religious baptism and all that, and what I liked about it is that you get the feel of the religious experience almost, and that might be, talking a lot, and I didn't feel as much here because this is like my 5th time playing through the intro, but it's just, they did such a great job with the series, just with this part, everything on the game, not only this part, but just really immersing you in the BioShock universe, that, they really convey all the emotion and just everything to you, and you could see the developers did a lot of great work on this game, that they actually cared about it. Now, I will say one thing that comes down to the actual core gameplay that really surprised me, mainly on the console, because normally they correct this, and it was in previous BioShocks, but I forgot about it, was that the aiming on the guns, just shooting and all that, is really not as tight as you'd expect from any other console game. You see, most games on consoles, the way they are designed, because let's just be real here, this is not opinion, this is a fact, a keyboard and mouse is much more accurate than a controller. So to make up for that on a console, you have to have a type of magnet in the game, I guess you can say, have that coded in to make it easier for aiming and all that. However, in BioShock, you don't have that magnet available, so you have to be, it's not like you have to be, a sharpshooter or anything, but you have to be pretty good with aiming on this game because there is no magnet to help you in the shooting sequences just like this. Now, aside from shooting, what about the actual game? Well, I can say the gameplay is very fun. It's very action-packed, as you can see right here. And you do have a nice little melee tool that you can mess with. I'm not exactly sure 100% what it is. I know that's bad. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. But it's just some kind of blade that you can use. You hit the Y button, or if you're on PlayStation, you hit the triangle button, and you can attack people with it. You got all these different vigors and all that, which is kind of like the plasmids in the previous games, but like I had the crow power right here. Right now equipped, I had the Devil's Kiss, which you can pretty much just shoot fire and all that, which is really nice. But there's 8 available, and they did a really good job just balancing out everything. But the actual game, like, I want to stick to it is the thing. Like, I'm interested. I always want to see what happens next, and they've just done such a good job working with everything on this game, which is what I've really liked, and I really can't praise it enough. I mean, it looks good, it plays great, it's a very polished game overall. And then you'll have surprise sequences like this right here, where you're not even expecting that at the beginning, but you're gonna go through it anyways. But so far, I've been really happy with the game. And there's sometimes, like right here, you're gonna fail and just die, but you can retry it again, which is really great. Of course, they're going to have retry sequences and such within this game, but just these scenes right here is what I really loved. It just adds to the action of the game, keeps everything fresh, it keeps you on your toes and everything, and it just keeps you entertained while you're playing, which is what a game like this should do. Again, as I'm saying, I'm really happy this game wasn't screwed up in any way, just because I kind of would have been upset if this game didn't turn out to be as good as it really is right now. So far, I have to say I am very entertained with the game, and I mean, I've already mentioned that, but I'm really sticking to it, and I actually do want to beat this game. But the thing is, with the replay value, I'm not 100% sure how much replay value it's really going to provide to you. Now, if you're one of the people that like to go through BioShock quite a few times, I guess that would be nice to you. Honestly, I think I went through the first BioShock like 1.5 times, and I haven't even beat the second BioShock. But this game does not have multiplayer on it, which I'm quite happy about, honestly, because I'm not gonna buy I'm not gonna buy BioShock to play multiplayer. Let's just be real here. I know I stumbled over my words a bit, but I remember multiplayer was in BioShock 2, and that didn't appeal to me. Like, I'm not going to play the series for multiplayer. Now, there is a season pass you can get, and there's gonna be new content coming out, so honestly, to me, that's a double-edged sword. I mean, 1, you're going to get more content for your game, but 2, that means you're going to be spending more than $65 on your game, because you're going to have to pay for the game, and then you're going to have to pay for the downloadable content if you want to play it. So I'm kind of iffy on that. I don't know. It extends the game, but at the same time, it's like I'd like to have the game extended already while I'm playing it, or at least give us some free content. I don't know the situation of that, but I do know there is a season pass that you can get. Now, one thing I absolutely love about this game are the characters. I will say, I mean, right here, the game looks great. It has kind of a realistic feel almost, but it still gives you the feeling that you're in a game, but the characters match that as well, and they are so animated and they seem so lifelike, but it seems like you're watching a cartoon at the same time, which is what I love. I'm gonna stop talking over this scene, but just check this out. This is a perfect demonstration of what I'm talking about.
Hello. Hey! Knock it off! Stop it! Will you stop it? Not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
My name is DeWitt. I'm a friend. I come to get you out of here.
Get away! Are you real?
I'm real enough.
He's coming. You've gotta go.
Why?
You don't want to be here when he gets here. Just a minute, I'm getting dressed.
I'll get you out of here.
There's no way out. Trust me, I've looked. Stop it, you're too impatient. That's enough.
What about this?
What about it?
This is the way out, isn't it?
What are you... Give it to me.
Anyways, I'm trying to wrap this review up right now, and it might have gone over a little longer than what I expected to, and I'm sorry, but this is just really what I wanted to say about it. But aside from all this, I mean, you've got a great looking game right here. It looks great, it plays great, action sequences are perfect on here. I love the characters. Like, the characters are probably my favorite aspect of this game. But do I recommend it? Yes, I absolutely recommend it. And even if you are not into BioShock, I would recommend just at least giving this a try if you are just even thinking about getting into it, just because this game has been just crafted so well, and 2K has done a great job with this. Well, they're the publishers, but they normally put out some pretty good titles, and this is it's really blown my mind almost. I've absolutely loved it. I've really gotten into the game and I've been enjoying it these past few days, so I've been quite happy with it personally. But again, would I recommend it? Yes, I would. If you have the option, get it on PC, but if you have to get it on console, I'd recommend the 360 version. If you don't have a 360, just go with the PS3 version, but you know, you can pick whatever you want. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off, and I'm going to play a little bit of the game after this, but I just wanted to say, if you liked this, just please tell me or something. The reason why I'm doing a first impressions review is because I really don't beat that many games, as odd as that may seem, because a lot of people think I just beat every game out there, but I really don't. I don't have as much time as I'd like to, so it's easier for me to do this first impression review rather than do a full review. But if you've enjoyed it, let me know. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario, signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Are you in there to wait? What do you want with her? Anna? Anna! Hey, miss. Miss? Hey, Miss Elizabeth.
Hello. Oh, this is wonderful. Well, come dance with me, Mr. Twin.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What could be better than this?
Well, how about Paris?
Paris? I don't understand. How could we get there?
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we can...
No, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go right now. I'm out. It's hard to believe, but it's true, isn't it? Oh, can you smell that? I've never smelled anything like that before, have you?
Beaches I know don't smell much like that.